Welcome back, or welcome to the Blood and Sugar podcast. This is Blood, and I'm Sugar, and today the topic will be sports. Just kind of like sports in general, different kinds of sports, boys and girls sports, you know, personal experiences during sports, things like that.
Any perspective from a player to a parent, yeah.
All right, so to start things off, we're going to talk about the the general concept of sports. Like, it's such a good way to create communities, especially across things that you can really, get into. It's very it's very indulging. Like, you can really get into it, and you have other people that are just as passionate. And sometimes when people start off, they're not as passionate because they're still trying to figure it out. And then once you're there to kind of help them get into it, it makes it better, and that creates a bond between you and that person. So I really think like sports is just a very well way to put people together.
Honestly, sports is a connective tissue all through different friendships and you know competitiveness. It's a learning and teaching tool. It's a motivator. It also builds family because some of my friends to this day I met when I was playing a sport growing up, and now that we're adults, we got our kids are playing sports together, and then you get meet new people because my kids and their kids are friends or teammates, and we just build a bond and a connection, pulling for our kids' success together. And that's just like even in America, like unless somebody is a rival of your team, you pretty much can become friends with people who you don't even know, but y'all pull for the same team. It really can build relationships and friendships, and a lot of times it's lasting because y'all do have something to bond over, something for we all pulling in the same direction on, which, like I said, sports can be a good thing. And it don't matter what type of sport it is, because it can be even one of the worst like golf or tennis, all the way up into swimming, wrestling, volleyball, softball, baseball, basketball, both girls and boys, track. It 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 just grows and goes and grows, and now soccer's real big. So yeah, sports, it can be a unifying thing. So
That's the word I
yeah,
was looking
that's a good
for. I
one.
couldn't find that word. Anyway, so types of sports. He basically just listed all of them. What is this segment for anyway? Uh, but when I say types of sports, I mean like not necessarily just the name of one, but like boys and girls, or like inclusive sports like dream team, or like sports you really don't see like equestrian and stuff like that. It's just when it comes to certain activities, people try to categorize them, and honestly, I don't see a need for it. We're all doing the same thing. It's just some teams are different. So I'm personally just really, I'm just neutral on it. I love sports. I've played sports since I was little, been in all kinds of sports.
Because of me.
Yeah, this guy right here, yeah. He's the reason. Um, but I'm really grateful for it because I found a love for it. Even though sometimes I really didn't want to, I did find a love for the sports that I play, and through that I've gotten to do more things. I didn't even know it was possible for me to do some of the things I do now through that. So I just think that no matter like who does what sport, who's in what sport, what team you're a part of, it's just it's such a great building block for your life. Even if you think it has no purpose, it has purpose. You'll find a love for it, or you'll let go of it to find another love. And that's it's honestly always going to be up to you. But that's just kind of my ideology on it.
Even with that, even like, okay, she's up to the competitive level in high school and junior high ball, which even the kids that don't make the team, they build a bond together, kind of rebelling against the system or trying to find another way in or find another activity that they all bond on together. Because there's a lot of girls that she played with. She played softball coming up most of her life, and then she got up to the junior high and high school level, and she didn't make the team. But she wasn't the only one. She played basketball coming out of the way up, got to junior high and high school, didn't make the team. But there's a lot of other girls, some which are very talented, that didn't make the team. So but again, that also created a bond with them, and they became friends out of the rejection against the establishment of society. They became friends off of that, and they hang out and do stuff. They got their own little groups together with that. So not only the successes build bonds, but also the 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 denial rejection builds bonds too.
I know people don't really like rejection. No one likes rejection in any sense or shape. But essentially, I mean, failure is always a building block. It will forever be a building block. When you get told no, don't just accept it. Like, be like, okay, they told me no, but I'm gonna try again anyway. Like, that should always be your drive when someone's like, hey, you didn't exactly make this, or hey, this was wrong, and you kind of have to adjust it. And you got to take that as fuel because that's the only way you're really going to be able to improve. So, anytime I was like told no, or I was I didn't cut, like didn't make the cut, I was just like, okay, and I knew that I always had the chance to try again. Not I won't always have that chance, but I like to take advantage of the chances I get when I'm told no, because that gives me room to improve and figure out where my weak spots are, and just become a better, not only a better athlete but a better person.
Yeah, it shows what type of dog you got in you, what type of drive and competitive nature. Um, or feeling of not wanting to be denied. That it shows what you're made of. It shows the type of grit that you have, where your guts really stand. So yeah, that's it can move and motivate you.
Also, this wasn't really part of it, but I want to take a little bit of time to talk about like the system of sports. And when I say that, I mean this is also going to tie into like the rejection, the people over that, like who lets you make the cut and who cuts you, stuff like that. When it comes to the coaches or even the administration over the coaches, sometimes it's just, I feel like if you don't have the right coach, then they might not make the right decision. Like, I have a friend, she's great. I mean, that kid could play some serious ball on the court. And she got cut the first day we had basketball tryouts going into 7th grade. And I was like, are we serious? Like, what do you mean that she can destroy anybody on a court? I don't care what you say. She's top notch. And I was really shocked because I was like, she's been doing this since she could pick up a ball. What do you mean she didn't make the team? And it's just, when it comes to certain coaches, they're not necessarily, I'm not gonna say,
Winners, they're
yeah,
not winners.
they're not looking for that. They're looking for people that they kind of have already decided they want. Like, they didn't give you a chance because they're giving somebody else they thought was better a chance.
I'm not even gonna say they're not winners. I take that part back. They're not coaches because coaches take what you got, and more than anything, if you have a desire to play or the will to play, that's what it takes to win. Because you got somebody who you know gonna work. They can have all the skills in the world. Their parents can have all the money in the world, but you only win with them that really, really want to put the effort and the work into it. Somebody who got the passion for it, not just somebody who's good at it. Yeah, being good at it is one thing, and that's good. It's good to have people that's good, but It ain't nothing like somebody that you see, dig down, get some dirt under their nails, sweat off their brows, some blood off their elbows, knees, even across their face. But they get up and they try it again and they go with it. They go hard. They got that grit. They really got a passion for that, and a drive to succeed. That more than anything, the kids I remember most that I've ever coached has not always been my most talented kids. It's always been the ones that worked their butt off. Were probably the worst thing on the field before we got started, but you could tell they really wanted it. I had some that probably the best thing when he wouldn't break a sweat, but could score at any point in time. But I'd rather have that little kid that was out there really going at it than one of those who you couldn't tell nothing already and thought they knew everything. And then a lot of times they living through their parents, so their parents want to relive their life through them. So it ain't.
I'm gonna sum that all up into one word: coachable. You gotta be coachable. And I'm not just saying that because some people don't have that drive to really just dig deep and bring out the best of them in that sport or whatever they're doing, but I'm saying that because if you're, even if you're one of those kids that have the talent, the skill, or that don't, and you're just not willing to put in that work, you're not going to get any better. That's my thing. You always have to be coachable. You have to be open to, you know,
Improvement.
yeah, you have to be open to like becoming better than where you are now. Like there's never going to be a finish line. That's my thought process. There's never a finish line. There's always room for improvement. You can always improve. No matter if you're top notch, there's a notch above that you can reach. So just always just being coachable is about the best thing you can do in anything you do.
And that's the biggest. That's one of the biggest things right now that everybody want to talk about, especially with LeBron and Michael Jordan topic. Oh, MJ. Oh, he would always do drive. He always had some type of competitive nature. Something else to do. Just 1 second better, one shot better. LeBron LeBron 20 some years in, and he learning how to play the three. But look at him, he doing all this and he doing all that. It just is that's part what makes them great. Not only just the part that they had the skill, but they also was coachable. They were knowledgeable about the game. Not only was they coachable, they took the time to learn the game and see the part where they were lacking and work on that too. So that's part of it. That's how you end up getting great. For anybody who got a kid and want somebody else to tell them that, take it from Coach Real. Coach Real probably got about 20 championships. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Real
Lord.
man. Real Jackson. You know what I do?
Okay.
I bring the trophies home, baby. I do this. But go ahead, Jay. Go ahead,
Anyway,
go ahead, sugar.
okay. Anyways, so here's personal experiences playing sports. So I personally have the most experiences out of softball. That's going to be my top is just softball because I've been playing since like t-ball age. So I was like what, 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5.
You started at 5.
Okay, so from 5 all the way up to now, I've really built on every single time I've played, and trust, it was a rough start, but everybody's got to start somewhere. Cause some people just start off and they're really great, but not everybody's like that. I definitely was not like that, and it really took me just digging deep, like we talked about. It took me digging deep to get to where I am, and I'm still digging deep because I'm going to try out again and hopefully make it. But I'm always willing to dig deep and get better at what I'm doing. That's also because I'm competitive, but that's because I know that I can do better than where I am now, and I have that drive to just really get in and, just kind of exercise what I already have to make it better and ensure that I can really continue growing.
Yeah, sports must be really on her mind because I guess with March Madness and
Oh,
the World Baseball Classic just ended, her sister starting softball, which shout out to the 10U Lady Vikes. They won their first little travel ball uh
champion.
championship
Yeah.
tournament, and they ain't even a travel ball team.
Yeah, they smoked them.
Them girls, they fight.
But, it's always just, it's always, you're always going to have a starting point. You're going to start somewhere, and then you just continuously build off of that. And hopefully you have that drive to just dig deep and keep getting better. And of course I've played different sports. Like softball is my top, but then I've done basketball, volleyball, soccer. Does cheer count?
Yeah, cheers a sport.
Okay, cheer.
Yeah, the girls go to nationals every year, so yeah,
Fair
cheers a
point.
sport.
Um, I do marching band. A lot of people don't consider that a sport, but technically it is because there's a state championship for it. So I do marching band. Um, wait,
Yeah, that's it.
but I've played quite the I've played a lot of sports. Oh, soccer. I played soccer too. I've done a lot. But, just speaking from experience, I've always really just had a competitive drive and, just really wanted to always get better because I'd see people like at the time I was little, so during some of this, but I'd always see people that could really just go at it and they just excel and I'm just like I want to be that person. And I was willing to take the time to become that person. And that's really all it's about and I'm really that kind of person. Like if there's something I can get better at, I'm going to try to get better at it. So that's me and my personal sports experiences, just working hard but also having fun. I know I've talked about like hard work, but it's also great to have fun in the things you're doing. Don't let hard work just completely overshadow it. You're out there to have fun and you're also out there to, just enjoy the sport that you're playing. So, hard
Yeah.
work, yes, but fun too.
Winning is fun.
Oh, okay.
All right, all right.
Any personal experiences in sports?
Real Jackson done with all that. Coach Real Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Many championships.
Oh, okay.
And my assistant coach Rick Saban. We do our thing, Rick Saban, baby. But yeah, go ahead, though.
No personal sports experiences.
I got plenty of those, but
Uh,
we ain't talking about me right now.
okay.
I told you my part. My building of friendships and stuff like that. Sometimes being the underdog is a good thing. You can be underestimated because people don't expect a lot out of you, but that's when you always get the chance to show what you made of. Well, that's when you lay it on the line. I ain't gonna give no whole bunch of stories again. I got as many stories as I got trophies. And it's like a hall of gold down my hallway of stories and trophies. So I'm just gonna let that go. I'm building on these trophies because I produce champions. That's what I do.
All right. But yeah, that's really just
Don't make me go get the rings now. Hey,
okay.
hey, like they spell, catch the ring. You got to bleep that.
Yes, I have to bleep that.
It's okay.
Anywho. But just saying to the ones listening, or not, um, it's good to be coachable. Have that drive about you.
Good attitude,
Yes. And, just
hard work, dedication.
really dig into what you're doing. Dig deep. Find what this sport,
Fun
like,
and passion.
yeah. Find the greatness in it and build off of that greatness to become great. That's all I got. So,
Now we're gonna talk about current events in sports.
oh
Like what's
yeah.
really going on? Like, do y'all got y'all brackets ready? Cause it's about that time.
All right. So current events, like we mentioned earlier, the world baseball,
Baseball.
guys,
Mm,
the world baseball. I said
classic.
baseball in
Yeah.
my head. Classic just finished. Venezuela won. Let's freaking go. Um,
America did good, but
yeah,
Venezuela won. It was
yeah.
a little get.
Very happy. Very happy.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but college sports like college basketball is still going on. Like they're currently, aren't they?
Getting ready to go to NCAA
Yeah,
March Madness.
yeah. So that's happening too. Then softball starting back up. I know tennis is going on.
Baseball.
Baseball is going on. Softball in other places is going on. Uh, track. Let's see. Um, there's a good bit of sports. Soccer.
Soccer. Spring football.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of sports going on right now, and you know the girls are playing right now. Um, I know that. Let's see. I'm trying to think. They're playing, and then we have some other people playing. Like I have friends in sports. Like I have friends in tennis. In I have friends in track. There's just all kinds of sports going on right now, current events. Like there's currently track meets happening about every weekend. There's soccer games happening like 3 days a week. Tennis matches happen like
See,
2 days a week.
you talking high school. I'm talking about real what we looking at on
I
TV.
know. And then of course you see college, like what days do they play on? I'm trying to remember.
It started Thursday.
Okay.
The men start on Thursday. The women start on Friday, and it's every other day. Men one day, women the next day. Men the next day, women the next day. Usually from Thursday to Monday. So get your weekends ready and get your brackets out.
Oh yeah. And then I know we've seen some upcoming games between like NBA.
They got the NFL free agency and the draft getting ready to come up.
Oh yeah.
So combine just ended.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The combine was fire to watch, man. What? The
I
combine is
didn't.
great.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing about it.
Well, that's in my personal opinion. The combine is like really cool to watch. You get to see people just display their like physical prowess, and I'm just like, oh yeah, oh yeah, that's it right there.
She looking at men in tights.
Hey, chill out. Yo, chill that out. Okay, 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 okay.
Okay. Let's talk a little NBA.
Yeah, let's
Right.
let's move on.
Gotta push it.
Stop.
See how they looking black and pink.
Stop. Oh,
Oh,
Mr. Funny Man.
this is why
Okay.
I love doing this.
Oh my god.
But
Go
anyway,
go on.
if y'all know me, y'all know I got a good joke all the time.
Keep going.
But anyway, like I was saying, the NBA going on right now is heating up. Everybody trying to get their position right for the playoffs. That boy Wimby is doing alien type things,
Oh my
and that
goodness.
boy is something ridiculous to watch. You got old man Braun and Luca from overseas, and Kobe of the Ozarks. What's the little boy name? I was gonna call him the wrong name.
Who?
Uh, the other dude on the Lakers. Okay, you don't know.
Wait.
Okay,
Okay. Keep going.
and then on the east side, you got you got them Celtics. They gonna do their thing. That Detroit basketball, them boys are coming up hard. Them boys play like thumping bump days. Cleveland doing their thing. Harden actually doing some. He just got to do something in the playoffs. Who else over there? He got too many other good people. Hold the thing about Bam and the 83 points. Yeah, Bam went nuts the other night. That was crazy.
Um, Also, like speaking on basketball stuff, I remember like we were seeing stats from ESPN, and there was one. I don't remember what school he was from, but this one player scored like 45 points by himself, and the other team collectively scored 45 points. You know how crazy that is? That's insane. That's genuinely insane.
Yeah, I can't even remember which game that was, but yeah, he like they end up having now it was 42.
40
They had
that
42 and he had 42 by himself.
like that's just crazy. Bro
And
was stacking.
they end up that game just was an absolute blowout.
That's that I know everybody that goes against him gets smoked.
Not
Like
not all the time, cause
okay, not all the time, but
sometimes
majority.
it could just be your night.
Majority.
And let's just say that was his night because he was going in.
Oh yeah.
I like the little buddies in the SEC. I like Florida. They a tough squad, but that boy A-Cop from Arkansas. Okay, I got him another one. He got him one in the line with like Eric Bledsoe, Derrick Rose, SGA. What's my little buddy name in the Phoenix Suns? Devin Booker, John Wall. That boy Cal had some real killers on his rosters. All them guards he did had. The one Wagner Senior, cause Junior going in too. Um, I'm missing one of them. And see, that be the thing about Cal. He always recruits some great players. He got so many good ones that you just can't even think of all of them. Murray, yeah, Jamal Murray, he another killer. All of them boys went to Kentucky. Them boys is out there hooping.
That's
And the
always
killer part, all of them guards. It ain't like I done named the big men yet, cause they got a bunch of big men. When I just said that stuff about Bam went to Kentucky. He one of them Kentucky big men. Cat, a big man that went to Kentucky. AD, big man went to Kentucky. Julius Randle, big man went to Kentucky. Man, you talking about all these killers in the NBA that went to Kentucky. Oh, D Fox. And I forgot to holler about Swiper. Swiper the Fox. Ain't playing no games with them boys down in San Antonio. Him and Wimpy, boy, what is you talking about?
I'd like to say that's an impressive feat to have so many great players come from one spot. That's crazy.
Oh
You get
no,
to
they didn't all come from one spot. It's just that coach.
yeah.
Cause he coached, this is his third different team, but actually this is fourth different team. But he seemed like he can always find a good guard. Shout out Ken Anderson. That's his point guard coach. Shout out to him. He was a real OG back in the early '90s, late '80s NBA. The boy was nothing to play with. The boy had handles, and he teaching it. He just leading another generation with handles to the league. He doing his thing. Shout out to the big coach.
Well, I have nothing to add on to that. So, you know, I'd like to say that
No,
this is
no, no. I'm finna say some dumbness. Something that I
oh
seen it dumb. Young men in college, don't get caught up in that NIL, especially if you a good one. If you out there on the court or on the field, you a good one. You can get to the real money. Yeah, the NIL is good. It's changing your life for right now. But that's mid low level money for real. Get to the real money. Keep your head on straight. Just seen this thing on the news about one of the kids at Alabama. It's been a couple of kids at Alabama that have got into some trouble living. I understand coming out the mud and living like that is good and all, but you can really live in the stratosphere. You can live in outer space with type of money that you can make. Don't let this stuff on the ground slow you down, man. This money ain't even, you just flying at the sea. I'm talking about flying in outer space for real. Don't don't do the John Morant thing. Have on the doorstep all that money and let dumb street stuff get you caught up, man. Don't do that. Please don't, young man. Keep your mind straight. Keep your head on straight till you really do get to the money. You can help not only your family, but then all your whole hood, everybody that you want to bring with you at that point in time. Yeah, you have the ability to help them people. Everybody can't go, but you still can help them get off the ground and get out the mud. Keep your head on straight, young man. And young ladies, because these young ladies getting some money too. I'm not going to slack on y'all. Y'all get that money too.
Was that all you had to add?
Yeah, I just had to add that little bit because these
Okay.
kids are getting in trouble, man. And if they want to listen to somebody, listen to Coach Prime. Coach Prime be like, I ain't worried about the NIL money. I'm trying to get you some NFL money. And you know that's 10 times more than what you get in college.
Dang.
You go from 6 to 60 million.
Ooh, hold up.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to this real money. Yeah, I know 6 million is good when you ain't never had none, but you also had a chance to get up to 60. And if you're a good quarterback, you could. I mean, Kirk Cousins is direct proof you can get 600 million. So yeah, take your time, man. Just play the long game. Keep your head down, keep chopping, and keep moving. Don't get caught up with this dumb stuff. Your homies from the hood who don't want their life to get better. And I ain't talking about just hood rich. I'm talking about real rich, living in suburbs and real neighborhoods. And you ain't got to live in suburbs. Buy your hood up and redo it so everybody around you can eat good and live good. Long game, young man. Long game. And young ladies. I'm not gonna leave these young ladies out. Cause even more like Asia Wilson and people like that, yo, they getting that money too. Get it, baby. Get it, baby.
Okay. Anywho, since that is all we have for today, we will go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the support. I know it's been a while since we posted, but we are back at it, and I will be hopefully keeping our posting, real, real regular.
We took this last week off. We had a real busy schedule with starting new sports, Miss All States Choir right here, and an honor band. She also killing her academics, and she's being inducted into the Multicultural Academic Achievement Council.
Yay.
So yeah, she doing a thing. Let's praise good works. You know what I'm saying? But don't make her head too big, cause I will have
Okay.
to pop that bubble for her. Be like,
Hey,
hey, keep your head down, keep moving, baby.
I
We ain't trying
am.
to be local celebrities. Same thing I told you, brother. We ain't trying to be local celebrities.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the big
We
screens.
going to the top.
All right. Well, like I said, thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It means a lot to us to know that you are supporting us and watching this. Um, whoo, man. I am just very grateful for everybody. Love the funny comments. Please continue them. And that's all we got for today.
Tell other people about us too, baby. They want to hear. They want to hear what Daddy Red got down about. Hey,
Okay.
and all the information that uh,
Sugar.
Sugar Jane wants to tell you guys.
Okay. Anyways, stay tuned for another episode. This has been the Blood and Sugar podcast with Blood
Gang, gang.
and Sugar. And we will see you all next time. Thank you. Bye.
Deuces.
Okay.